what happened to Renee Nicole Good, who was murdered in Minnesota by the ICE agent, the way that this has been portrayed by the White House and specifically by J.D. Vance, because he actually got on stage and talked from a podium at length about this.
Yes, he did.
I th- I think that what they are trying to do, and they are doing quite effectively, if you look at the other side of the algorithm, right? If you consume right wing content, they have made this woman who was murdered a ripe target because of her identity. I think that the reason that JD Vance put forward the video that the murderer took from his perspective, the reason why they released that was not because it showed that the vehicle looked like it was a danger to the ICE agent. In fact, it did the opposite. But it was because it was the first close-up view that most of the public got to see of the victim and her wife, and the fact that they were visibly queer. I think that it was their physical presentation that, in the mind of J.D. Vance and everyone that follows him, that because of the way that they presented these queer identities, made them deserving of murder. And I think that is a new stage that we've reached. I don't know, and this is ignorance.
Lynchings.
Well, what I was going to say is I don't know that a lynching has ever been so strongly defended from the White House. I mean, there's Chauvin and the murder of George Floyd. That was something that MAGA really leaned in on, but this one feels different to me because the gaslighting hasn't been specifically personal at the victim, demonizing the victim. But I think it has been more indirect in that the White House is trying to paint the entire left, all Democrats, as domestic terrorists in the way that Hitler did, in the way that Mussolini did, in the way that Gaddafi did. Am I off here? Is that what's going on?
We're definitely in an escalated phase of the weaponization of identity. It's always existed. It's always existed.